I'm Jarius Page with The Black Insider. And in case you didn't know, I'm actually one of the lead reporters and executives with this independent news agency. And one thing that I love to do is to listen to people's stories, gather information, and share those stories with the public. Now, we all have a story to share. We all go through trials and tribulations. Our life is a story. Our pain is our testimony. And so tonight, I'm going to share a story that is close to my heart. A story about a mother, daughter, wife. A story about someone who is fighting against this rare condition called trigeminal neuralgia, also known as the suicide disease. A rare illness that only affects 0.08% of the world's population. Take a look.
I wouldn't even think. Who would think that their hair brushing their face can cause them to have burning, electrocution, and stabbing through their face? And again, like, you don't know how long it's gonna last.
Trigeminal neuralgia.
This condition has been described as the most painful condition known.
Excruciating facial pain in the jaw, the cheek, or the forehead. You can have pain, tingling, and numbness in any of these regions as well. Well, this is commonly called trigeminal neuralgia. And if you've been diagnosed with trigeminal neuralgia, I am so sorry, because your life has probably changed dramatically. Now,
Trigeminal neuralgia, one of the worst electrifying stabbing facial pains that somebody can experience.
And it's a rare condition, and it's known as the suicide disease because the pain is so intense.
Yeah, they say it's the worst pain known to man. And because it's a nerve, you got nerves all over your body, right? And then it's in your face. And like I said, everything triggers it. Like, you wouldn't even think. Who would think that their hair brushing their face can cause them to have burning, electrocution, and stabbing through their face? And again, like, you don't know how long it's gonna last. It could last a second, it could last a couple minutes. But like I said, there's days where I literally have not slept. In a week, I may have slept 4 hours throughout that time. And I have to, like,
It's all right.
like sleep sitting up and like completely still. And of course that doesn't happen, right? So like if I accidentally like kind of lean to the side like I'm dropping when I sleep, it wakes me up. It used to not be that bad where I couldn't sleep. It wouldn't bother me in my sleep. Now I wake up, I get woken up, right? out of my sleep due to the pain. And so it's just horrible. It's living torment. So I really don't know. But the reality of the pain, the torment all the time, it starts to affect your mental health. It really does. And unfortunately, that's why they call it what they call it. But the devil is a lie, right?
That's right.
I will not go that way. But it just affects everything. So when your physical is hurting so bad and there's no resolution to it at times but time, you know what I mean? And it starts affecting your mental health. It does. And it starts affecting you spiritually. I'm not gonna, make it sound like something is not, because that's just true. But I know if it wasn't for the Lord on my side, then that sub name would be true regarding me. I can't let that.
Do it hurt to breathe?
It hurt to do everything. Like, you see, I leaned over to get this pencil.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, it seemed like if I sit perfectly still and with my head like perfectly straight, like not elevated, not down, not turned, Like, I don't know, it seems like it kind of forces it to get better. I don't know.
So not moving at all.
No, you can't move at all.
No sudden movements.
No little moves. You can't move at all.
No little
like,
movements.
You can't move at all. And like when Dom tries to comfort me and console me, like people can't think that he's being like mean, because you can't touch me. So like if you come in to try to do this, like when mama gave me a hug, she was already crying, so I didn't want to tell her to move because it would have made it worse. But like, you can't touch me. So you can't get beside me. Like if we're on the bed and he try to move over to like hold my hand or move, like he gotta be still, because it'll seem like he learned when we first got married. I'm just like, and you know, it like what? And now he understands if I'm just like perfectly still that he can't move, he can't touch me. So it's crazy. Like that's what happened in the car. It was a vibration. You can't move, so I can't move, so you can't move, because your movement is still making me move, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? And so like with the fan, you know, he a fan person. It either has to be against the wall just to hear it, for it won't hit me, or like down at your feet. It can't come anywhere near my face. It's crazy.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how severe is the pain?
103.
Right now?
Right now, it was like a 97 a second ago. I want to tell you crazy, because if you could see it, how it feels, it would be. What it feels like currently when it's been affecting me these last couple times, it's through the bottom of your jaw, right? So this whole part of your jaw. And I'm trying to think of something that burns, like a increased burning feeling. Doesn't like Bengay burn, or no, not really. Think of something that, a heating pad, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you put it on and it increases heat really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the heating pad goes from nothing to like the highest volume, and it goes like this, and then it starts electrocuting and trembling, and then it shocks. So when it's jabbing you and it's electrocuting, it's like 3 things happening at one time. So you're getting burnt, you're getting stabbed, and you're shaking, like you're getting the electrocution all at the same time. So I don't even know how to describe that. That's why I try to think of the little thing getting zapped, because I can't really describe that, if that makes sense. And so when like when you see me sleep over there on the couch or trying to sleep, that was a day where all 3 branches got affected. So I'm telling you, like it literally goes here through my ear, goes through my ear, goes down here. And so if I'm trying to talk or brush my teeth, like you can't touch your teeth. The white part of your teeth kind of itches that. So like I can't spit. And so when I'm trying to spit to brush my teeth, first of all, your head is already leaning down, right? And then because you brush your teeth, you know, you're over the sink. So my head is already leaning down. And then if I can get to any part of it when it's time to spit, that's when it's the worst. Because if it's already hitting, and what's crazy is like the last 2 or 3 days, I can brush at the bottom, I'm fine. And I can brush up to here. When you hit this side of the teeth, anywhere across here, it's, how can I describe it?
Right quick, what are some of the triggers? Like just from drinking coffee, what can trigger it?
Everything. So talking, moving, my hair touching my face, like the wind blowing or the air conditioning coming on. I can't drink anything cold anymore. I can't drink anything with caffeine or anything that's really hot. So like I'm a coffee girl, right? I can't have my coffee anymore. So it can't be really cold, really hot. I was the queen of makeup, right? I even did other people makeup. I can't put makeup on because I can't touch my face. And so, like I said, even something as gentle as my hair brushing the side of my face, like it'll cause it to trigger movement. If you are beside me and you move, you could cause my face to go off. Like my kid, sometimes I can't hug him because of the vibration, or if like somebody accidentally touches my face, then I'm triggered and I don't know how long it'll last. There's been days I can't kiss my husband, like I mean days at a time, because my face hurts so bad. Any type of like you can't anything spicy, anything acidic like lemons. Like I said, you can't even wash your face or brush your teeth sometimes. I just leaned over to pick up my pencil and it was excruciating. Trying to wash my hair, just the shampooing part, took like 2 hours just to wash it because you're leaning down. The water is already a source that's hitting your head. So just water, you gotta think about that. And then, you gotta scrub, you gotta shampoo. So every single thing, I can't lay on the side of my face. Like if I'm like get distracted and I kind of put my hand up like this, like it's burning me, it's triggering, it's stabbing. And it feels like it's so hard to explain it. It's like an electrocution, a stabbing pain, and a burning pain all at the same time. And it doesn't stop. Like it's like not even a tidal wave because it stops. It's just a constant, just torment. It's a constant torment until it passes. And again, like it's not a second, it's not 2 minutes. Mine can last hours sometimes. So.
And the cause of this condition is called trigeminal neuralgia. And it's a rare condition. And it's known as the suicide disease because the pain is so intense.
Yeah, they say it's the worst pain known to man. And because it's a nerve, you got nerves all over your body, right? And then it's in your face. And like I said, everything triggers it. Like you wouldn't even think, who would think that their hair brushing their face can cause them to have burning, electrocution, and stabbing through their face. And again, like you don't know how long it's gonna last. It could last a second, it could last a couple minutes. But like I said, there's days where I literally have not slept. In a week, I may have slept 4 hours throughout that time. And I have to like
It's all right.
like sleep sitting up and like completely still. And of course that doesn't happen, right? So like if I accidentally like kind of lean to the side like I'm dropping when I sleep, it wakes me up. It used to not be that bad where I couldn't sleep. It wouldn't bother me in my sleep. Now I wake up, I get woken up, right? Out of my sleep due to the pain. And so it's just horrible. It's living torment. So I really don't know. Because of the things that you can't do. Like I had perfect teeth. I never had cavities, anything like that. Like I started to develop a form of gum disease. I've had to cancel millions of dentist appointments because of course, like I can't go, like you can't probe in my mouth when it already feels like this. And so when I can go, like, of course the dentist and everything know I'm on like high alert, and I only can go to one girl. I feel like she's just, I don't know, like my comfort girl. I had an appointment last week and I literally had to walk out when I was getting in a chair because it wouldn't stop. Yeah,
just trying to process everything you just said. The medical professionals don't have a solution for it, right? They tried to do all that they could do for this illness.
Yeah. Right now, I'm kind of like a guinea pig, right? Because I've done a ton of medication. At one time, I was taking 25 pills a day just to try to keep it subsided a little bit. I know it sounds horrible, but you know how sometimes when you go through stuff to a point, like some of it, you just know how to fight through. Mm-hmm. So if it's just a couple seconds, even though it's horrible, I've learned to kind of like fight through that. But when it's ongoing, like it has been here lately, or so frequent, it's you can't push through. I've done radiation for it. I've done a brain surgery for it. And even with the surgery, I was only pain-free for 6 months. And after that, it came back just a million times worse in both sides of my face. It only started on the left side. So they don't know. They don't understand. They don't know the cause of it. They don't know how to cure it. And like I said, it's just different medications they keep trying to combine. Like the medications are typically for people who have epilepsy and stuff like that, just because it's a part of the brain, it's a nerve, so they really don't know what to do. So they try to use that as try to keep it at bay as best as they can. The medicine currently, it's supposed to last for 12 hours at a time. It may last me like 2 hours. And it's a lot, Jay.
I can just only imagine how frustrating it is because it interrupts your life. Mm-hmm. It's hard to be normal at times.
Oh, I feel like the furthest thing from normal. I just cry wishing I was normal. Like you feel like, I don't know. I don't know. You know how they be like, this is not a real place. You feel like this is not a real life. And don't get me wrong, it's not always like this. And that's what makes it so hard for people to understand. Mm-hmm. Like if talking is a trigger, I can be having a conversation with you and I could be just fine. And then, like, unfortunately, like how it happened a second ago, mm-hmm. I might not be able to talk for a couple seconds. It might be a couple minutes. At one point in time, like, I had to text everything in my phone mm-hmm. and just let you read my phone. And that was, like, a couple months. Mm-hmm. It was, again, just embarrassing, and it's hard to process.
Well, it's not embarrassing because it is a rare condition, and you know that's something that you can't control. But I do admire you for your faith, your strength, and your willingness to persevere through it.
I appreciate that.
And I just admire you because you've been a blessing to me, you and your husband, and I'm greatly appreciative for everything that you have done for me, and you all are amazing people. And so I'm praying that things will get better, and I'm hoping that things will get better.
Thank you.
And we're gonna walk by faith on it.
That's all we can do. That's all we can do. And I mean, that's the best thing. I don't want to say it like that, but being a woman of faith, knowing that God is good, knowing that He's always there, it still gets hard. Sometimes I don't believe that, and I know, so don't think I'm crazy. But the reality of the pain the torment all the time, it starts to affect your mental health. It really does. And unfortunately, that's why they call it what they call it. But the devil is a lie, right?
That's right.
I will not go that way. But it just affects everything. So when your physical is hurting so bad and there's no resolution to it at times but time, you know what I mean? And it starts affecting your mental health. It does. And it starts affecting you spiritually. I'm not gonna, make it sound like something is not, because that's just true. But I know if it wasn't for the Lord on my side, then that sub name would be true regarding me. I can't with that.
Well, thank you so much for agreeing to do this interview, and God bless. So the reason why I'm sharing this story is, for one, to bring awareness to this issue, and then two, to raise money to help with the medical expenses associated with this illness, the doctor visits, the medications. Of course, the insurance company doesn't cover everything. And so to help take away the financial burden, we created a GoFundMe page. And hopefully you all will be able to see the link in the description, or even see it on our website if you would like to donate. So we're going to make sure that producers and editors put that information in this video. But overall, thank you all, and God bless.